everybody, and good morning! Good morning, good morning. Welcome to our 31-week Bumpdate update, starring me and Rue. And Prim's here too, but you might only see her tail. So, how big is the baby this week? Well, little man should be around 16.5 to 17 inches long and 3.5 to 4 pounds. So he's getting pretty big. And let me tell you, I can certainly feel it. What is that the equivalent to in size? Well, a bundle of asparagus, romaine lettuce, which I might have mentioned a few weeks ago. I guess it depends on how long you let the lettuce grow and which one you pick out. A croquembouche, I think I said that right. I don't know, it's like cream puffs that are stacked up into a pyramid, and then there's like sugary syrup stuff that's wrapped around it. Looks really good. I've seen it on all the cooking shows, but I've never had one myself. A small clawed otter and a foam finger. Yay! We're number one. We're number one. So, what is going on with little man this week? Well, his senses are intact. All of them. So, hopefully. Sight, smell, hearing, touch, taste. I almost forgot that one. All 5. So they should be intact by now. He's continuing to pile on the baby fat. He can gain up to ½ a pound each week, which is a lot for something so small. It's a lot for an adult to gain ½ a pound a week, so a little baby, that's quite a bit, but he needs that for when he's born. Let's see, his immune system is nearly ready to fight on its own, so he's got a bunch of antibodies and he's ready to come out. He's almost ready to come out, because I'm not ready for him to come out yet. But it's ready to fight on its own. So it's strong enough to the point where if he were to come early, he should be able to fight off some things. And his brain and his nerves continue to develop. You know, obviously that's going to continue after birth too, but while he is getting smarter, I feel like I'm getting a little bit more dumb. I have pregnancy brain like crazy now. And I never wanted to admit it. I never thought that I would be one of those people who gets pregnancy brain, but I feel like I zone out a lot. And I feel like I forget things quickly. So, yeah. So that's kind of a segue into how's mom doing, because that's really all that I could find on little man this week. How's mom doing? Well, I've got the pregnancy brain. I don't really have any cravings. I guess still some dairy every once in a while, like milk. And I don't know if it's just because I get heartburn and that makes me want to drink a glass of milk to try to keep it at bay, or if I just need some extra calcium. I don't really know. But besides that, I don't really have an appetite. Nothing sounds good at all. I don't find myself, I'm either starving or I'm not hungry at all. There's no like in between for me. There's not like an, oh, I'm getting hungry. I go from 0 to starving like that. So that's what I'm feeling. Still no swelling, which is great because the weather has gotten warmer super quick. Like literally it was 30 degrees last week and now it's 95, feels like. I think it's more closer to 75, 85, but you know, I exaggerate a little bit. So that's great that I don't have any swelling yet. He is moving a lot. I'm feeling quite a bit of movement in there. His most active times are gonna be, I'd say, around 2 to 5 p.m. It's normally when I take like a mini break on the couch, so that's probably why I feel it more. And I definitely feel him right before I go to sleep. Now, I haven't had this happen yet. Some people say that they wake up in the middle of the night because the baby's moving so strongly. I have not woken up to, like, due to his movements. Now, sometimes I wake up in the middle of the night because the cats are irritating me, or I might have to go to the bathroom, and when that happens, I feel him moving, but I haven't woken up because of his movements. So that's good. Stop it, Rue. Let's see. Since he's getting bigger, he is quickly crowding my lungs, making it very difficult to breathe. I've been saying this for a few weeks now, but it just progressively gets worse. I get winded with a lot of exertion. Like today I had to walk up a flight of stairs and I forgot something, so I had to go back downstairs and then I had to go back upstairs. And I was like, whew, that was a workout. And normally it wouldn't faze me, but it did today. Yeah, so there's that. I still don't think I've had any Braxton Hicks contractions. I've never had them before, so I don't know what they feel like if I have had them, but I don't think that I have. I don't have any cramping or anything like that, so that's good because that can be pretty common in the third trimester. One new development that did happen today, and it might be a little TMI for some of you, so I apologize, but it is pretty common in the third trimester, especially for, breasts to start leaking a little bit of the colostrum that is being formed, and I did experience a little bit of that today. I don't know if it's just gonna be a one-time thing or if it's gonna continue until he gets here, but I did experience that. Now, it's not a sign of early labor or anything like that. It's completely normal from everything that I've read, but just one of those things that happened. So, and last but not least, I do have a little bit of anxiety, and I don't know if it's just because of everything that's been happening in life lately, probably. We are 9 weeks away now from having little man. That's what most of my anxiety is over. Making sure we're actually ready. I'm very scared to give birth either naturally or via cesarean. My whole world is going to change on that day, so I've got a little anxiety over it. Pretty nervous. So if you got any tips on how to ease that anxiety, that'd be great, because Mama's scared. So yeah, that's what's going on with me. I think that's really it. So I'm gonna move on to the product of the week. Normally I tell you guys something that's been helpful throughout the pregnancy or what will be helpful. Like I've been showing you things that I'm gonna pack in my hospital bag, things like that. So this week is another one of those things, what I'm packing in my hospital bag. And that is these slippers that I purchased off of Amazon. They're moccasin slippers. It's what I was looking for. I was hoping to get some at Target, but they were out of slippers altogether. So I got these off of Amazon. They're gray with some black trim, and they've got the fuzzy inside, the soft fuzzy inside. Now, one thing that I love about these slippers is that they are memory foam, so they feel so good on my feet. It's like walking on clouds. Plus, they're not just cloth bottom, they have some rubber bottoms, so that's great. It'll be great for walking down the hospital halls. They're great for walking through the house too. Just so I don't slip and fall. Nobody wants to do that. Now the ones that I purchased are men's slippers. So they're a little bit wide on my feet, but they do offer women's slippers as well. And the brand, I think I haven't told you yet, the brand is called Rock Dove. So they make these moccasin slippers and they have two different styles. I mean, they're both the moccasin look. I'm sure they have more, but the ones that I was looking at, they had two different styles. One of them is the fuzzy wool soft, I don't even know what you would call it, inside. And then they have another one that's not, it's probably not so warm. It's just got like a plaid lining. So, you know, I'm not too sure how these are gonna fare for me in the middle of July, but I've heard that hospitals are cold, and since I'm gonna be losing a lot of fluids after labor, my feet will probably be cold anyways, so I think that was a smart choice for me. Plus we have the air conditioning on at home. Not yet, but we will have the air conditioning on at home, and then my feet will be cold then. So I just thought this was the better choice for me. But if I could go back, I'd probably order a women's size, just because, like I said, these are a bit wide for me. So I will link those below if any of you guys are interested in looking at them. They were pretty inexpensive. I'd say they were about 20-25 bucks, so that's not bad, especially for some other slippers that I've seen. So yeah, that is all that I have. So let's move on to the baby bump. What do you guys think of the bump this week? I can tell a difference. I don't know if I can see it. I still get conflicting reports from people like, oh, I can really see your bump is starting to show now, and then, oh, you look so tiny. So it probably just depends on what I wear, but I can definitely feel the difference. Let me tell you. Like when I have to bend over to pick something up, I can't just squat down like I used to. I feel like I have to plie, if that makes any sense. And things like that. So the bump is definitely getting in my way. I can still see my feet, but I'm sure that moment is coming soon where I will not be able to anymore. So with that being said, thank you guys for watching, and thank you for sharing us with your friends. And until next time, we'll catch you on the flippity.
Don't forget to follow us on all of our social media pages, especially the tweeters. Perfect.